Oh dear, I've done it again. So this is my now new to me 2020 Volkswagen Polo R-Line. Oddly enough, got 2 keys with this vehicle. Did come direct from the insurance company, but yeah, I've got disc brakes rear, disc brakes front. It's had quite the smash, shall we say. It's had a wagon. Just had a quick look. There's some bits on engine gone. There's engine mark gone. But structurally, a-okay. Wants a full red pack, some aircon lines. But hopefully, she is a non-runner currently. Yeah, quite the whack there. Well, the arch linings look okay though. I do need to pull these wings off because they are starting to catch on these doors. But the doors themselves are fine. The wings, I think the corners there have just been pushed and smushed, and it's not too brilliant. Like you can see, this one's been pulled, so that's no good. But if we sacrifice a little lot to that now. Don't know if I've got the key. I can show you from the rear. Come inside the car. Standard R-Line specification. I mean, it's got the Alcantara on it. There are nice seats. It's got the facelift steering wheel with the round airbag, so that'll be fine. 6-speed because it is the R-Line. It's the 115 PS 6-speed version, so that's all good. Parking sensors front and rear. It did have a spare wheel in there, but somebody's obviously taken that. But yeah, it's this lovely, it's a Urano grey. Obviously it's filthy right now, it's got this spoiler on it, I guess, for being an R-Line. Yeah, it's fairly OE. But yeah, the rear of the car is absolutely fine. That's all fine. We'll need a cap for that. I always hate having to replace those caps. Hopefully it's in there somewhere. Don't really spend too long going around it. But yeah, going back round to this side, you can tell somebody had wind deflectors on it at some point. So they're all in there. Will this one go? Yeah. So there we are. And that's the interior there. Or the phone, well, all the thumbprints and that. So it just needs a good clean out. It's a lovely interior though. It's got the armrest, and in the back as well it's got the USB ports there for the rear passengers. On that note, in terms of seatbelt lockage, the rears have gone. This front passenger seems okay actually. And I checked the other side, the driver's side, in terms of seat beltage. I'll do it from these back doors until I take those wings off. Again, fine. That's really weird, but when we get juice to the battery, I'll be able to scan it and actually see if these belts are okay, or if they have in fact blown. It might be worth sending them out anyway. Yeah, these rear ones are flopped. They are tighter than a banjo string on a banjo. Black headliner. Yeah, it's a lovely motor, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of what we're up against. I'll not show you too much, but chassis wise, straight as an arrow, which is what we want. My first thing that I've seen though is that completely snapped engine mount, which, yeah, not good for me, but alright for whoever sold it, I guess. So guys, I've been a bit busy, I know. Bonnet off, wings off, arch liners out, rad pack out. You can see we've got a slight kink here, but I'll just knock that back out, I reckon. It's that straight, that's straight. Front of the engine wise, all this is looking good. Our aircon pipes here looking good. It is looking like, well, this one's bent. This will be that one as a replacement, but I want that entire one because it runs all the way back. That has got a bend, and I do believe the skinny one, well, part of the engine mount sitting on that, so that could have a hole in. We'll have to see, but yeah, maybe it's at a AC pipe. As you can see, where it's being pulled down there, because that's what's supporting the engine currently. This bit wise, I guess well, that looks like a charge cooler, to be fair, completely smashed. So you can see down into the intake there, that breather just popped off, and I think that's the turbo either inlet or outlet there, whichever one that is. Well, it's got a sock in it at the minute. Just keep pulling bits of plastic out. So the concern is, has plastic from the plastic intake gone into the head? If it has, are the valves closed? Can I get like a little hook in there and or vacuum all the pieces out, that kind of thing, without having to strip the actual head off the engine itself? If you don't have to do that, not the worst thing in the world. So I cool it in, but this bit, this bottom section of the car, absolutely spot on. So it's just this intake's took a whack, so we replaced that, replaced a few bits in the airbox. Obviously things like, we have the sensor module, you see it's got a crack in it there, so that's probably going to want replacing and then recoding. But yeah, everything here looks fine. It was holding coolant. Things like this hose here, that's got a nice kink in it. We'll replace that. It only runs to there. Still more broken plastic. Yes, quite the pile, quite the mess being made. But in terms of the rest of it, I mean, looking at that mount there, that mount's absolutely fine. Yeah, things are looking good. We are low on fluid, on brake fluid. I do wonder if the clutch slave line has been pinched back there, kind of thing, but I mean, that drive shaft's looking alright. Can't really see this one on this side. Again, whilst this hinge looks straight, no good. Again, these door edges, fine, just want a bit of touch-up paint. These brackets will obviously be bent, so I'll take those off in a minute, have a look at part numbers, that kind of thing. Still got the battery cover, that's come out of it somewhere. But yeah, in terms of, I was expecting a lot more damage. It's just going to depend what's going to happen with this intake now.